If you're using Duolingo to learn a language, then you're probably doing it wrong. So right now, I'm going to share with you my 5 tips that I use to learn languages effectively with Duolingo. And the first tip is use your brain. There's no rush to learn a language. There's no need to rush through Duolingo. You have to take it slow actually, because that's how we learn languages, through consistency of practice. There's no such thing as fluent in 90 days. That is a complete myth and a lie. Language learning takes commitment and time. So when an exercise comes up on the screen, don't go straight down to the answer panel and let it help you. Use your brain, sit there, pronounce out the sentence, and then think about the answer in your head. Don't go anywhere near the answer panel until you have what you think is the answer in your brain. Then go there, type out the answer, and see if you're correct. You can use the answer panel if you're really not sure, right? That's fine. We have to use our brains to learn, right? We have to exercise those language pistons in our heads. And that answer panel does not help us at all. It makes it too easy for us to answer. So pronounce the sentence first, then think about the answer, then go down and answer. This is how you're going to learn more effectively with Duolingo and use your brain. Secondly, one thing Duolingo won't do is teach you grammar well. You have to supplement Duolingo with a grammar book from the language that you're learning. For example, in Hindi, there are 3 forms of the word you. There's tu, tum, and aap. And these all have a slightly different meaning. So tu is used when you're talking to someone you're intimate with, someone close to you. Tum is used when you're talking to friends or someone you're familiar with. And aap is used when you're speaking with an elder or someone you need to show respect to. Duolingo won't teach you this. It'll just mix these 3 pronouns up in the examples, and you have to work it out yourself. And Duolingo really won't teach you some of the complex grammar. So for example, in Hindi, if you have a masculine noun followed by a postposition, that masculine noun needs to be pronounced as a plural, even if it's a singular. It just has to be. And Duolingo won't explain that to you. So you'll see a sentence which has a plural noun, but the answer will be in the singular. It doesn't make any sense. But the great thing is, if you click on the comments on such confusing examples, usually there's someone there who's written a really great reason for this, and they've explained the grammar for you. So use the comments if you're not sure as well. Thirdly, you really need a native speaker or a teacher to learn a language the best. Duolingo can't do it on its own. You need to supplement it with a teacher or a native speaker. And this is because Duolingo won't teach you conversation. Duolingo will teach you reading, it'll teach you typing, not writing, and it will teach you how to build basic sentences in the language you're learning. But it cannot teach you conversation. With conversation, there's a lot of improvisation that comes in. You're speaking in real time with somebody else, and Duolingo cannot do this. So you need a teacher or you need a native speaker, and you need to meet with them once a week for an hour at a coffee shop or somewhere and just conversate in the language that you're learning. This is where you're going to find so much benefit and so much learning potential. This is going to help everything you learn in Duolingo and put it into your brain, because you're actually using it with a real native speaker. And that's our goal, right? To speak with native speakers in their language. And you can see this in a lot of my videos on my channel. I use Hindi anytime I can with anybody I can here in India. That is also another way to learn, just by using the language as much as you can and as often as you can, and making heaps of mistakes. I make tons of mistakes and no one cares. People laugh sometimes, but they laugh in a nice way, and then they help me correct my Hindi and work on it. And you'll see that in most of my videos where I'm speaking Hindi. Another great way Duolingo can help you improve your written communication is through clubs. So join a club and really take part in that club and talk to other people. This will help with your written communication. Duolingo doesn't tell you to take notes or encourage you to take notes, but you have to take notes. So in this notebook here, I keep all the new words that I learn and the grammar lessons that I learn from my grammar book here. I make my own notes. And this is just a proactive way to help you learn a language better. You learn a lot more from writing. It's as simple as that. I have to write stuff down to remember it properly. I can't just do it through listening and reading on the Duolingo app. So this is another tip you can do. Get a notebook, and at the back I put all the new words that I've learned, and at the front I put all my grammar lessons that I can easily go back to if I need to learn sentence structure or something like that. I want to clear up a myth about language learning in this video too. You'll see a lot of people commenting online, usually native speakers, saying, just watch movies or listen to music and you'll pick up the language so easily. My grandma did. And it's rubbish. It doesn't work because when we're watching a film in another language, we're busy reading the subtitles. We're not focusing on what's being said. And even if we are focusing on what's being said, usually in films or in music, they're talking in abstract language or colloquial language that is above our heads, especially in music. It's art, right? They're speaking in metaphors and really abstract language that we just can't understand or learn. We need to first learn the basics of a language before we get into that advanced talk. I'm not saying that watching movies and listening to songs doesn't help. It certainly does. Like listening to songs can help with your pronunciation. Watching movies can help you learn little bits of the language that Duolingo won't teach you, like really colloquial language that they use on the streets here, for example, in India. So it's good, but don't ever think you can just learn a language off watching movies, or you can learn a lot from watching movies. You can learn a little bit and it will help you, but there's nothing like having a teacher, a grammar book, and Duolingo to learn a language. These are the 3 things that are really going to help you learn a language actually. So there you go. Those are my 5 tips to learn languages effectively with Duolingo. So first off, use your brain. Don't look at the answers straight away. Secondly, get a grammar book and learn grammar while you're using Duolingo. Thirdly, get a teacher or a native speaker and work with them 1 hour a week to practice conversation. Fourthly, get a notebook and note down the new words you learn, the grammar lessons you learn. And fifthly, don't trust what people are saying online about watching movies and listening to music to learn a language. Trust what I'm telling you here because I know it works and I've proven it works in my videos. If you're learning Hindi, check out my book, Learn Hindi Faster Than I Did, at carlrock.com. It's going to do exactly what the title says. It's going to help you avoid all the challenges that I faced and had to overcome on my long Hindi learning journey. I want you to learn Hindi faster than I ever did. So Ram Ram, Assalamu Alaikum and Dhanyavad.